ending the day with a long rest. Gonna talk to, well, there are a bunch of people to talk to, I think. Well, let's start with you.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the pluck. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerûn. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? As would I. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to... That's when the cult of the dragon made its move. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill, the Queen of Chaos. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There they were, gathered.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant. First off, there is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appeared. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness. And I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. She didn't. She came on. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I don't know that it was the moment I agreed. I burned with... The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all my soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is... Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. I understand. Unhappy, doesn't... He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battle. I showed him my after. He said only 1 word. He returned to an unsuspect... I tried to... After. He said...
Daniel?
What's on your mind? Ah, yes. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have... The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that... It was the end of Mistral. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing, an event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. Loving them has its side effects as well. Now, so many centuries later, I tried to control only a Gale's folly, one might call it. History.
You saw Gortash, didn't you?
The tadpole, the absolute. How?
I was his bodyguard.
I looked after him with... He gave me away to Zariel just for kicks. He ruined my life just when it was starting. And now he'll use up the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
You bet you're... I can feel it. The engine. You know, Zariel may have put the fucking thing in. Let's get to the city. Got business there.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past. Being chased by wolves. Almost no one. But I certainly...
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of...
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shah's...
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious...
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
Who is that?
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed. It no longer has the power to harm me, now that I've removed it from Shah's domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shar torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Oh wow.
Never a dull moment.
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something?
Of course.
Wow. You
I
know?
thought you'd never ask.
You're all battered and bloody. Y'all should wash up first before you do that.
Relieved, terrified, sick to my stomach. I can't keep my feelings straight ever since I spared Nightsong, defied Shah. I don't know what comes next, but at least I have you by my side.
Fine. What's on your mind?
No notes. You considering all we've been through? I think I was very lucky to find such favorable company.
What's next?
The work is never done. Pointed ears primed.
Have a lot on my mind.
So, and here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city. Before anything, to the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble. A little reclusive, perhaps, but he has a grand palace on the hills. I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure. I know. Subtle, isn't it? Mephistopheles is one of the lords of the Nine Hells. Raphael is not going to let any ire be tracked back to him. Perhaps Raphael even will gain from setting us on the... All I know is I need to unravel the secrets around... Yes? I would, but you have... Excellent.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Feel my voice rattle your bones as Moon Maiden Selûne. Hear me, Ketheric Thorm, my mate most high. Darling blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped when she died. Curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly. he turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, Faerûn. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live! Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celeste. Why, she already has. She has brought her soul. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
Well, I'm gonna rest up now. Alright.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And my parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Thank you. But I want you to refrain from foolish heroics. When the time comes, we'll be entering a nest of vipers. I couldn't bear to lose you. Not after everything. We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me. Of course.
Bro, no way. Oh shit. I wanted to see what this is about.
Just like that. Clearly I was mistaken. But at least it's a mistake I won't make twice.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone. Careful. Keep seeking me out like this and people may think we're rekindling things.
Did you want some? Fine. What's on your mind?
How are you holding up?
So it's not very, it's not 100% consistent.
Of course. Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I need to save them. I'm lucky to have you by my side. I don't think I could face what's to come otherwise.
Anyone else? Okay. We shall leave camp. All of this now culminates in journeying to Baldur's Gate.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall.
There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers too. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who Baldur's Gate may not know it yet. But it seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own. Together, we will put an end.
The absolute may be gone, but the shadows aren't. We'll still need to tread carefully.
Hang on.
Time to press ahead.
So let me just save. I should probably cure the Shadow Curse lands before I proceed. I don't know.
There's that lass I've been peeping. Say hey.
What? What is this guy? This thing? You.
Go back down, wet your whistle, son of Thorn, son of Goa.
This guy looks like he had a long night. Might be
Leaning in, you can see how the creature's skin barely holds it.
Oh, gods.
Go on, drink. Make it drink. Be drunk. You and I both. To our good health.
What? Nice.
The liquid burns your throat as you swallow, but otherwise you feel no ill effects.
Now tell me the story. A fable. A saga. Guide me.
Nice.
So am I. When you ask, you drink, then you amaze, and fuse astound me. Again. Father Catherick's laughter. No, now drink it deep.
Oh, come on.
You ask, you drink. Then Father kept bringing in, toss it for questions done, finished, over, only drink.
Your belly rumbles as the vile brew.
Tell me of foes felled, villains vanquished, beasts bastard.
No.
Minions. Ask, question, make your query. This more. The eternal. No more. No. The customer is always right, but also wrong.
Oh, come on.
Each swig is as painful as the last, but you remain in otherwise sound.
You on Father said, talking, buried. I can't.
Well, thankfully I managed to avoid the yep. Okay, well, that might be a good point to end the video and the session for the night.
Drinkers torn his mortal stitches.